Welcome to another segment of Spotlight on Frazee. We're out here today at Fisher Century Farms on the cross-country trails here, cross-country ski trails, and we're talking with Tom Watson. Howdy, Tom.
Howdy, Henry.
I see you're busy. I know you're always busy anyway, but more so now than ever.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm one of the few people that probably prayed for snow this year. And, you know, I just needed a little bit, but when it came great. And we started grooming right around Christmas time, and the snow has been just great out here. We're grooming we try to groom these trails twice a week. Wednesday or Friday, and then again on Monday. Depends on the weather. If it's 20 below, doesn't make any sense to come out here and groom, but my son-in-law has been helping me. I don't know if you know what he got into, but when we groom these, it's about a three-hour deal to groom these every night, or each time we come out. The first few times we came out to groom them, Ike's grandsons and Ike, you know, we all partook in the festivities here. Last fall, Ike and his grandchildren went out and they kind of cut the trail. There's branches and trees down. So they did that before the snow came, and the trails have been great. This is the best I've seen the trails. I've been doing this for 3 years. Mm-hmm. Ike has been doing it for probably 20 years.
Well, I know it's been a long time, you know, that this has been open, you know, and it used to be under, you know, the state, and now it's just kind of done by volunteers, period. Now, there's no charge to come out here and use these trails. And you said about 12 miles?
Yeah, 12 miles, and they're from 12 to 15 miles. Mm-hmm. When the sled dog race gets done, we're going to add that to it, and add another 10 miles to it. Yeah. So right now, the sled dog race is kind of going through part of it, so I haven't been grooming that. So when that gets done, we're also going to groom the sled dog race trail. So we're going to add another 10 miles to this trail system.
Boy, that's going to be a lot of cross-country skiing.
Yes.
And you know, of course, it's beautiful out here at the farm along the old flood control system out here, and we've been out here on for other things when it's been warmer.
Well, last week was a little tough on us. It was 24 below, so I didn't go out and groom naturally. But Sunday when it warmed up, 0, it's warm. We're out grooming. So again, these trails are free, open to the public. Anybody can come out and use them. It's beautiful scenery through the woods here. You're going to see deer. You're going to see wildlife. We go along a creek. It's beautiful out here.
Yeah, and where we're at right now, we're right off of the east end of Albertson Lake, and we have a parking area here right by the State Waterfall Refuge, and so you can get on the trail here, or you can get on it over off of 150 east of Frazee.
Yeah, we have 3 trailheads. Over here by Ike's farm, just off Albertson Lake. Then further down north, I believe we're on County Road 135. Mm-hmm. On the Otter Tail, Becker County line, we have a parking spot. And then over on County Road 150.
That's great, Tom.
The trails are beautiful. It's the best I've seen them in the 3 years that I've been doing them.
Okay. Well, thanks for being on the show, and thanks for the work you do.
You're welcome. And again, people, please come out and use these trails. That's what they're here for. Free of charge, and we hope to see you on the trail. Sometime Sunday afternoon, I'm out skiing. If I see you, please come out and use our trail system.
Well, that's great, Tom. Thank you.
You bet.
And one other thing I'd just like to mention that's going to happen this week on Thursday, and is Jim Haney and Friends Irish Music and History Tour will be at the Frazee Event Center at 7 o'clock the 3rd of February, Thursday. And this is sponsored by the Laurel, the Lake Agassiz Regional Library, and our local link. And this is part of the Clean Water Legacy Amendment. So programming is supported in part or whole by the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund, which you voted in. So come and see this. Have some cookies and coffee and listen to Jim Haney and a little bit of Irish history on the 3rd. And with that, we'll be right back for another segment of Spotlight on Frazee. Welcome back to Spotlight on Frazee. I'm your host, Hank Ludtke, and I'm here with Jason Sannes-Vanhuizen. Hi, Jason.
Hi, nice day.
It's gorgeous. It's not quite like the last time we've had you on camera where you were canoeing down the river earlier last year.
No, all froze up now, but the temps are so nice. 22 degrees today and not much wind, so it's a great day to be outside.
And we're out here once again at Fisher Farm Trails, and And we have our background people here skiing along here, and so it's nice to see you out here with the family.
Yeah, it's nice. The kids, it kind of gives them an opportunity to get outside, and I think you never really can appreciate the inside warmth of a fire until you get outside and experience the cold a little bit too. So it's good to get outside and get some exercise, and a day is real nice and beautiful out here. A lot of deer activity on these trails and stuff, and haven't seen it yet because we're a little noisy, but I think if I was by myself, we'd probably sneak up on some, I think. So.
Well, and not only is there this area, but also Five Lakes is the other one that's close to here, which is on the west side of Frazee.
Right. The Ike Fisher farm here is more of the classical type ski where it's striding, where you have 2 tracks and you stride like that. Five Lakes is the opposite. It's more of a skate skiing, a little more different technique where you're actually skating kind of like ice skates with skis, and they're a little bit wider trails. But yeah, they've really developed and kind of gone more public this year. Have a warming house, and there's a small fee that they have there, but they have maps and stuff right there. And that's just 3 miles out on it's the first driveway off Camp Careth Road is where it's at. So.
Well, and I know that maps for the Fisher Farm area here are available at the Frazee-Vergus Farm office, and we will make sure that there are some at the Frazee office, and we'll get them on TV3 here, so that you can see where the parking areas and the trailheads and everything are for you out there.
Right, yeah, it's nice, and a lot of times you can just park like at this parking area, and it's fun just to go explore too. The tracks here at Fisher Farm are very well set. It's done with a professional groomer. I know Tom Watson's spent a lot of time on it, but it sets the same tracks as you would if you went to Yellowstone or if you went to the Rockies. I mean, it's the top-notch stuff, but both places here in Frazee, so it's really become a nice area for cross-country skiing. So.
Well, and it's nice to see you and the family out here. And, of course, I always appreciate all the things that you are involved in, you know, the canoe and kayak club that you head up. And then one of my favorites to watch, because I get to shoot the gun, is Fisher Farms Extreme Cross Country.
Yeah, that's what's fun out here, too. Everything's covered with snow, but, yeah, that'll be coming up in the fall again. So.
Yeah. But I know, you have any safety tips or anything for anybody out there when they go cross-country skiing, anything they should look for?
Well, it's good. I think the biggest thing is the conditions that you're going on. If it's cold weather and stuff, we should get this good. If you're dressed for the weather, dress in layers, and make sure that know your trail. It's good to know kind of where you're headed and stuff. But otherwise, take your time, know your trail, know where the hills are and stuff, and just take it slow.
Well, it's great to have you on the program, Jason, you know, and like I say, it's always great to have you on the program because you get out and do the things that I used to do when I was a heck of a lot younger and can't do anymore. But it's nice to see you continuing all this stuff on and getting these people out and getting your own family out. But, you know, I mean, this is great here today, but when you talk about the thing about the fire in the fireplace, right. Boy, you know, that really is going to be appreciated, especially our camera lady here, Raina, that you never see on the TV here, is going to watch it, kids. Here comes the truck. So, and but we look forward to spring coming, but we appreciate it, Jason, and all your efforts that you do. So.
Yeah, it's been it's good, and it's nice to get out in the community, and like I say, Frazee has a lot to offer. It's just you have to get out and enjoy it. So.
And that's the great thing about Greater Minnesota.
That's right.
And with that, we'll be back next week for another Spotlight on Frazee.